I've got my neck edge. I'm going to start at the shoulder edge and go all the way to the other shoulder. So I'm going to come up through, see, hid my knot, and now just very small bites. Right now I'm sewing it to the seam allowance so it doesn't go through to the blouse. And these are going to be probably 3/8 long stitches. You know, 1/4 of an inch is a little too far, 1/2 an inch is way too big, an 1/8 is too small. So like 3/8. So I'm making sure that no stitches show on this side, okay? And I especially want to show you what happens when you get near the label. So it's just one slip stitch, whip stitch, overcast stitch. They're all the same, different names for the same stitch. Get here. Now I'm switching directions and going down the neck edge. So now I'm trying to get the seam allowance from the neck edge. Because again, or the stitches. See, I just caught a stitch. You can stick the needle right through the stitches to prevent it from showing on the other side. And make sure you draw it tight enough that you keep it at one thread, not two. Because two threads, if a stitch is exposed, it's double opportunity for it to show because it's thick. So now in the label, I'm sewing it to the stitches. God, it's getting caught on every
That's getting the
pin.
bottom layer, right?
I'm just getting the stitches.
Okay.
See? I'm trying to hold it down. I'm not holding it together. I'm holding it down. The stress is on the sewing machine sewing. This is more cosmetic. I've never made the blouse in one day for you guys before. So this is a first, but we missed that day. I'd rather you have all my other classes have had 2 days to sew the blouse. Okay, so now I'm back to picking up a little seam allowance with it. And every now and then stop and turn it over and make sure nothing, see, there's nothing on this side. Just double check it. So if you're making a mistake, you're not continuing to do it. That's how you push a needle when it gets too thick. Okay, so this is just like anything else. I'm going to sew it down to the end and then knot it off. There. So about 3 more times in the same spot. And it's knotted. Okay, so other than the other sleeve, this blouse now just needs buttons and buttonholes, and it's done. Okay? And always take scissors and sit and just snip strings because the worst thing that can happen if somebody sees them and pulls them. You don't want to leave those strings, because if they pull them, they're going to pull them wrong, and something bad's going to happen. Okay? That's the last video. When you come next week, we'll do buttons and buttonholes.